Good evening, it's the Whisky School. We are back doing the Whisky Advent Calendar. We're on day 10 actually. Busy week, but I decided to mix it up today. I'm going to do two side by side. We are going to just, compare some whiskies, and this is really fun. We got number 9 and number 10. 9 and 10 days of whiskey, and I've got my two different glasses, just a good tumbler whiskey glass and a red wine glass. No stem. The stems are lovely. So we are going to be tasting Denny, and this is Douglas McGibbon and Co. They're a sister company of Douglas Lane, and what they do is they buy barrels from the distillers and they bottle their own version of it. They'll mature it in their own cask. They'll decide, how they want it to come out, influences they want in there. They don't mess with the whiskey. They just, they use their own barrels and different environments, stored in different places. You might find Highland whiskey being stored in the lowlands or out in Islay, depending on what they want to do. So they basically, Denny's is kind of hidden little secret out there. It's, interesting to go from the distiller's bottles to then see what other people are creating with distilleries bottles. We have this one from Denny is a Jura, and it's 403 bottles. That's all they made, so we're pretty lucky to be drinking this. And then you have a 2008 year, so this is 11 years old. And then up against it, we got the battle going on. We have another interesting bottler, and in this occasion, we don't know who the distillery is. They don't release that. It's something a big hidden, big secret. Don't tell anyone. So similar to, if you go into Costco, you'll see they've got their own blended scotches, they've got their own bourbons, they've got their own ryes, Kirkland brands, and those are from distilleries, and they've been able to take that in quantity and sell it, but they're not as, big industry secrets. Contracts involved, you don't want to mess with contracts. So we have that to play with, and really it's going to be a fun one. This one we have to kind of try and work out who it might be. It could be anyone. What we do know is it's on Islay, so you've got Islay, this little island, tiny little map over there you probably can't see. You get Islay, and then you've got just Jura. It's 10-minute little coaster boat that just goes across there. You can stick your car on there if you want. And it's Jura for me is fantastic. Islay, we're back in Islay again, and what I'm intrigued to find out is what they've done with it. Are we going to get that typical smoky maritime flavors or something else? I don't know. We're going to find this out tonight, and I'm going to enjoy this, just pairing them up, drinking 2 whiskies at a time. There's nothing wrong with that. And you can have a little bit of water there, just to wash out your mouth in between if you want. Cleanse the palate, as they say, or you can just drink your whiskey. Enjoy it. Already, I'm noticing a huge difference between the two. We've got number 10 there, with these really, seriously gold and yellow, very, very deep gold there. And then you've got this light, really light spirit in there. We got that whiskey is so light. I didn't expect that, to be honest. Oh, straight away, beautiful. Oh, and you know, you can tell just from smelling those two, just straight, and you know, I'll jump straight in there. You know, you maybe want to take a second. I get excited. Well, what we've got straight here is, you know, there's definitely, you know, sea, coastal smells coming in there. Sea breeze smell that comes off this, you know, those iodines. And then you jump to this beautiful number, which we know is, you know, and you get a slight hint of smoke in there. But this one straight away, wow, you know, charcoal, charcoal on the nose. With sweet, sweet spices in there, and beautiful sweet spices in there. And as I say, this is, you know, unknown. We've got to guess who it is. You know, we've got the big hitters, you know, Lagavulin. We've got our big Wolferoid. There's going to be a big Cow Isla, the big smoky ones. Those are the ones that tend to be on that smoky side. You know, you get those neat smells coming through, you know, off the girl. So, you know, it's a case of comparing them to, you know, the other ones. You know, what have you had? Have you had another bag, another Lagavulin? I've had, obviously, the luxury of going there, being there, and being in both actually. I've been at Jura and been, you know, to the Lagavulins and our bags, and it smells great. Definitely smells great. Maybe by the end of this, we'll have a guess. We'll see. We'll maybe have a guess in it. So I'm going to taste it. And you'll notice I went for the Jura first. It looks lighter, it looks fruitier, and it is really, you know, it's got beautiful fruits coming through on that. So yeah, sweetness. You've got that char coming through from the barrel, I'd say, actually a little bit peat in there. And my thinking is, you know, it's because I've smelt two of them, I got a big smoky one over here, and I've got something that's a lot lighter. So if I have the big smoky one first, I'm going to lose all that ability to taste that one. Whereas when I jump to this one, all those stronger flavors are going to overpower what was in there anyway. So, you know, you can wash your mouth out with water if you want. I like to just let it dissipate, wait till the flavour goes. That tells you how long it lasts, and you go through all those different, you know, channels of tasting. And normally, you know, you're with someone. If you're not, you know, you've got time, no rush. And then onto the big boy, and the colour of it really reminds me of the Lagavulins. And you know, it smells young. We don't know the age of this. Finlaggan, that's all they've called it. No name, so we're just going to have to work with that. They have, I think, 3 different bottles in their range. This one's the Isla edition, I guess we'll call it. We've got Finlaggan Castle, which is on Isla, so they named it after Finlaggan. There's the history of why Finlaggan's called this. And I can tell it's young. You know, you've got those really sometimes bitter spices coming through, like burnt spices, I would maybe go down with that route, and a lot of charcoal, embers at the back end, maybe a little bit of cherry or something in there. Very, you know, similar. I would like to pair it up against Lagavulin 8. See how close that is. Ardbeg, I'm not sure about it. I don't know. Maybe the wee beastie. Maybe we could, the 5-year-old, because it's roughly about that age. And let's pair them up and see if we can guess which distillery it is. I think that's where I'm going with it. I was on Jura, and there was they do a music festival every year. Brilliant, great fun. Goes on for hours. You can camp out there on the beach. You know, it rains sometimes, but mostly it was okay. So you do that. You have a fire at your friend's house afterwards, and steal a Jura barrel from there. Now, poor David, didn't go down well for him. Naughty boy. But rolling a barrel down the street in Jura, on the Isle of Jura, and then setting it on fire, what a great experience. Absolutely fantastic. Love the place. And really do love this whiskey, in fairness. You know, rare whiskey, to get a chance to drink, you know, something that's only produced around 400 bottles. Wow. You know, that's kind of the exciting times, is when you get these little gems come out that you don't expect. And you know, the flavour, for me, you know, it's so robust, it's bold, it's lovely. I really enjoy it, I have to say. You know, for me, if you can get your hands on one of these bottles, or even just, you know, if you see it somewhere just at the bar, I would say well worth everything it's doing. So I would say success from both of them. Like, both fantastic. This one, you know, as I say, it's younger, but the price compared is, you know, worlds apart. You know, this one's got 3 figures on it. This one, you're talking around the $45 mark, maybe thereabouts. That's a lot. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's rare. But this one, fantastic, love it. And the bottlers, you know, you can get better pricing for the bottlers. It's I guess a chance to get in at a lower level to the same standard. It's less buck, just as good whiskey. Enjoy it. We'll see you tomorrow. It's been fun. Good night.